Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero commit level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. In every knowledge, in every experience, there are three components. One is the object of knowledge, second is the knowledge of object, and the third is the knower of the knowledge of the object. Three of them. Now, out of these three, to whom we give maximum importance, that determines the quality of life that we are leading. If we give a lot of importance to the objective field, the world of experience, the world of knowledge, then we are materialist, running after matter. Then, if we give a lot of importance to the knowledge or the experience of these worldly things, then we become emotional. For every small little thing, we are easy to get disturbed. See? Emotional personality. And the third one is, if we give importance to the experiencer or the knowledge or the knower, then a new birth has happened. Many things. In your Kundalini Yoga, this is told in a different way. If we are caught up in Mooladhara Chakra, that is body identification, then our whole life is lived by the body, for the body, on everybody. We don't go beyond the body, living as somebody. And what will be our life? Only fulfilling our desires. So, body identification, Mooladhara, leads to the Swadhisthana Chakra, where desire is the foundation of life. See? So, body identification, desires. Now the third step, the Manipur Chakra. Desires have no end. We want more and more and more and more. That is called the greed or lobh. So till such time we are in these lower three chakras, living as the body for fulfilling the desire without putting an end to the desire fulfillment. Three things. We are samsari. Nobody can help us. We have to go through and suffer. No way out. Then sometime Ishwaranugrahateva pumsamadvaita vasana. Then if we interact intelligently in life, then our direction of life will change. See, this is what we told you in the beginning, that if we give importance to the world of objects, we become materialist. If we give importance to the experience of the world, we become emotional. If we give importance to the experiencer, here a real spiritual life begins. All of us know what we are. What is required is we have to know who we are. About what we have no problem. I am husband, wife, brother, father, mother, rich, poor, man, woman, young, old, intelligent, over intelligent. No problem. The problem is, who am I? That's required. And that can happen when we are able to withdraw our attention from the objective field, from the experiences that we are going through and suffering or enjoying. Instead of that, if the experiencer is working on himself, that I have got a bad experience. Now, who has the bad experience? See? I am disturbed. Who is disturbed? See? Of course, I am disturbed. Husband. Is husband the reality? The one who is disturbed? Or the man is the reality? So, what I am, we know. But who I am, that we never inquired in our life. See, friends, in Mundakopanishad there is a mantra. Dva suparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vriksham parishashvajate tayo anyaha pippalam swadumatti anashnan anyaha abhichakasheti. On the same tree, there are two birds. And both of them are exactly looking alike. To what extent? Like the bimba, our face, and the pratibimba, the reflection in the mirror. They look 100% alike. If the mirror is dusty, reflection looks not very distinctly clear. If the mirror is corrugated, then a reflection also will look abnormal. Okay? So, who is disturbed? From here the inquiry begins. Okay? Such was the student who has approached his teacher, and he has asked this question. Kenechitam patati preshitam manaha. Under whose command and for whose desires? Two things. I want to lift this. So this is the force of the desire. I want to lift it. But somehow there is such a terrible pain in my shoulder, I just can't move my hand. I try my best, but I can't. So we require second power. Only our desires. They say if desires were horses, everybody could ride it. See, friends, it is here a seeker is born. When we react in a given situation, a samsari is born. But when we respond, then a seeker is born. Such a person will ask this question. Eneshitam patati preshitam manaha. So the teacher says, I can't tell you because your field of knowledge is so much lost in objectivity. I can't tell you. Because you know only that which is gathered through sense organs, organs of action, mind and intellect. But all these means of knowledge, these faculties, they are not functional in the area what you are asking me. No, you have to tell me something. Are Baba, न तत्र चक्षुर्गच्छति न वाग्गच्छति न मनः न विद्मः न विजानीमः यथा एतत् अनुशिष्यात्. We don't know how to teach, man. My friends, if you take this principle with you, you are reborn as a seeker of truth. And what is that? It is only one thing. Nobody can teach us anything in life. We have to learn. Today, one teacher was telling me, Swamiji, new educational policy is being established in India. So we as teachers were asked and attend the workshop. We attended. Now, according to the new educational policy, NEP, they say you should not teach the students. Make them learn by interacting among themselves. You tell them, hey, how will you do it? Let them struggle, let them find it out. So I told that teacher, when these NEP people tell, you will listen. But I am telling you freely, learn from your experiences of life. This is one of the biggest obstacles we all have. We want somebody to teach. Nobody can teach us unless we are ready to learn. See, friends. Therefore, who is the real guru? Our every single experience is our guru. We simply chant, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? No, we have to learn from every experience. Therefore, the teacher told, Anya devatar viditat atha aviditat adhi. The truth is other than the known and unknown. Now, this is told, we explained to you up to here exhaustively yesterday. Now, we have to practice. POK. You know POK? Pak occupied Kashmir. No, practice of knowledge. We have to practice. When you take food and if it is not digested properly, it is vomited. And whatever may be the vomit. Suppose somebody has taken idli sambar and vomited. Other has taken rasmalai and ice cream and vomited. Will we say, hey, this vomit is better than that vomit? Vomit is vomit. In the same manner, worldly things that we talk without digesting them, or the scriptures, or the satsanga that we listen, and it is not digested, it will be vomited in the form of argument, logic. See, my friends, therefore, we have to practice knowledge. So what is the practice? The fourth mantra, if you want, you repeat. If you don't want, Who cares? Yadvachanabhyuditam yena vagabhyudyate tadeva brahmatvam vidhi nedam yadidam upasate. So the teacher starts Yad vacha anabhyuditam, that which cannot be spoken of by speech. In other Upanishad it comes, Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha. The truth is that wherefrom the speech returns back. In Kaivalyadham, there are mantras, Yached Vang Manasi Pradnya, Tajyached Jnana Atmani Mahati Niyached, Tajyanched Shanti Atmani. Same thing. Withdraw the speech in the mind in the intellect, individual intellect into total intellect into Paramatma. 4 stages. Withdraw. So here, yad vacha anabhyuditam, that which cannot be spoken of by speech. Maunam vyakhya. What we talk is only what we know. And what we know Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. 5 objects. We know emotions, love, hatred, confusion, etc., etc. What we know concepts. The truth is neither having any qualities, nor any emotion, nor a concept. How can we talk about it? Yadvacha anabhyuditam, then yena vag abhyudyate, that because of which the speech has the ability to function. Tadeva Brahma, this is what you have asked me, this is that. Tadeva. Tad eva is very important word. Tad eva Brahma, that alone is the truth. Okay? Tadeva Brahma. And Tvam Vidhi, come to know. Actions and knowledge, they have got different areas to operate. Actions are required where, if something is far away, like our Kaivalyadham is away from my place, so action, I have to drive and come here. Now, if it is incomplete, then I have to add something. If it is dirty, I have to clean it. So, distance, space, incompleteness and dirtiness. All these 3 things are absent in our being. We don't have to cross distances to know the truth. We don't have to add anything to be the truth. We don't have to do anything to clean ourselves. We are purer than the purest. Just be. Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. Only know this. So if we have to come to this understanding, only know this, then again the same thing, Yadvachanabhyuditam. If somebody says, you are a fool, so you give back. Don't underestimate me. You don't know my depth of foolishness. You hardly know anything. But if somebody calls us fool, and we become angry, then we are authenticating yes. See, friends, it is better to keep the mouth shut and let the people think we are dumb than giving a proof by opening the mouth. See, friends, therefore, yadvacha nabviditam yena vagavyudyate tadeva brahmatvam vidhi. That is the truth, the Brahman. Now, why Brahma? Brahma is Bruhatvat Brahma. That which is the ultimate, infinite. Infinite is that wherein all our mathematical rules fail. See? Infinite, infinite plus infinite. Two infinities? No. Infinite is only one. Infinite plus minus anything continues to be infinite. Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. The first thing, the truth is not created. It is recognized as Tad Brahma Tvam Eva Vidhi. We are not talking about the Brahman, which is other than you. Therefore, the Eva word is the very strong position. Tad Brahma Tvam Eva. We are not talking about Brahman somewhere above the cloud. So first, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi, that is the Brahman. Know this. What is that? That because of which the mind is able to function in its own field. That is the Brahman. And that Brahman, don't search here and there. That Brahman, Tvameva Vidhi. Then what will happen? All the disturbances in the mind, all the unwanted blabbering will come to an end. Be very attentive. If you swim in the sea, naturally we will be swimming on the surface. So the waves will be buffeting us. But in the same place, if you go maybe not 5,000 feet deep, you go only 10 feet deep. Not a single wave. When we are living our life at the surface level. What is surface level? Objective world, emotional world. Naturally, you will be buffeted. So first we drop the objective world, we drop the emotional chaos, and then we come to ourselves and then decide what to whatever I have given importance, that alone is the cause of my disturbance. Learn. Whenever we are disturbed, you will come to discover this. To whatever we have given importance, that becomes the cause of our disturbance. Like the waves don't come from outside. The ocean has the dormant potentiality to use a bad word, to vomit waves. Vomition is not beautiful. In the same manner, the reactions in the mind, they are the vomits of the mind. And why it is? We are reacting. Don't react. And if we don't want to react, then go deep within. And how do we go deep within? Tadeva Brahma Tvam Vidhi. You are divine. You are not husband, wife, brother, father. These are all bakwas. Then, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Play the role. Don't get rolled up in that role. And this is what happens in our life. These small little things here and there, they are enough to disturb us. See, friends. And therefore, one more principle which I repeated so many times. Spiritual life is not a part-time profession. It's a full-time preoccupation. And like if you want to go in a higher education, you have to go through examinations. Everywhere there is examination. Except for becoming the Chief Justice of India. Everywhere there are examinations. On the spiritual path also, every experience of our life is a spiritual examination. Tadeva brahmatvam viddhi nedam yadidam upasate. Upasate means upam is near. So, whatever you are seeking by going closer, we want God, 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 God. Oh God, give me this. Oh God, give me that. Nobody has upasana for the sake of the love for God. We go there and we have got a big list. Longer the list of demands, longer is the namaskar. I want this, I want that. That is the reason. Somebody asked me, Swamiji, why our Hindu gods have got a smile on their face? Because the jokers come to them. When you see the joker, will you become serious or what? आ गया मांगने के लिए whatever he has given, is it less? See, we want to improve on his life, his direction. Nedam yadidam upasate. Don't seek anything in this world. And what we are seeking, we are all seeking happiness. Don't seek happiness in life. Then express happiness. Seeking happiness is declaration of the bankruptcy of bliss. Bankruptcy. On the contrary, just accept the life as it comes. No reactions. See? And this mantra which I told you from Kenopanishad, Yached Vang Manasi Pradnya. Withdraw the speech in the mind. What does it mean? It means mind is like the gold and speech is like the ornament. If the mind is disturbed, will the speech be loving? जरा सत्यानाश हो जाए. Why the mind is disturbed? See, just one example. This is just example, not the truth. Suppose I go to my girlfriend. Therefore, I told example. Immediately you will ask, who is that? Suppose I go to my girlfriend and I tell her, honey, darling, I am so happy today. I tell you, I just want to cut you into small pieces. Is it okay? Happiness cannot be destructive. And bitterness cannot be constructive. And where is that happiness, etc.? Not in the speech. It is in the mind. See, therefore, our speech is the symptom of the mind. Therefore, yachedvang manasi prajna. When देखो सुनो मत बोलो, you are back to your mind. Because mind is the cause and speech is the effect. The spiritual practices start from the effect, end up in the cause. What the teacher told us, Anya devatar viditat atha aviditat adi. The truth is other than the cause and effect. So where are we? Talking means effect. Cause means mind. Therefore, the real spiritual practice is mind your mind. And how to mind the mind? Dekho suno mat bolo. There is no need to evaluate, to suggest, to comment. No need. But then that is our default settings. You know, as we have got default settings in our phone, in our laptop, we don't have to, it comes, you know. Many years before, I was somewhere in Madhya Pradesh in some house, and they had one old man. That time my laptop had the default settings. When I start my laptop, suddenly Ganeshji will come on the screen, and then a nice mantra will be chanted. Default settings. So that old man came. He said, Baba ji, आप ये मशीन भी जानते हैं? हाँ जानते हैं. क्या करती है? देखो. I started, and this default setting. Your machine is also Babaji. Yes, Babaji. Default settings. In the same manner, we all have default settings. We have to comment, we have to evaluate, we have to give suggestion, whether somebody asks or not. Therefore, Mahamantra, who asked you? Friends, every mantra in our happy mantra mala is not from books, from my experience. This who asked you, this mantra I got in Badrinath. When I told one old Amma, very great master, I said, Amma, enough of giving lectures. I am not going to give any more lectures. So she started laughing. I said, why are you laughing? When you cut jokes, we have to laugh, is it not? What is the joke here? This was her words. Who asked you? Did Narayana ask you whether you want to give lectures or not? Did I ask you want to give lectures or not? Who asked you? Now tell me, what more mantra Shakti you want? Therefore, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi, you are divine. You are not a miserable body. Don't justify and prove you are miserable. Make the miseries miserable. Yadvachana viditam yena vaga vidyate. When the mind is totally withdrawn as in deep sleep, no speech. Life is there. Life-wise, we are all happy. Therefore, in deep sleep, only life, no mind. And therefore, we are happy. Therefore, we snore. See? What is spiritual life? Recognize your own divine nature. Don't worry about what the world is. The world is always like this thing. Nothing new has ever happened in this world. See? Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. Vidhi, we have to only know. That's all. We don't have to do anything. When you do something, something is created. You are not created. Man is, husband is created. See, by birth, nobody is husband. By mistake, one becomes husband. If you have done a mistake, then go through carefully, happily. If you are happy because your wife is very nice, sweet, it's just example. Oh, see, if you are happy because your wife is very nice, sweet, understanding, caring, etc., etc., and therefore you are happy, what is your contribution? If your wife is Kali, Karali, cha Bhayanaka cha, and yet you are happy, then you are a spiritually evolved husband. See, friends, and small little things, we destroy our whole life. Normally, what happens, we never dissolve the problems of life. We change the problems. आकाश से टपके खजूर पे लटके. Dissolve the problems. And then one day you will discover this. Problems are nowhere outside. Problems are inside. And what is the problem? We have given importance to something or somebody. And that becomes the cause of all the samsara. For example, just example. Suppose I don't like this girl. Poor girl, she doesn't know. And she'll come, Swamiji, how are you? Oh God, okay, yes. She doesn't know. So who is miserable? Because I have given undue importance to something or somebody. There are two types of importances. One is positive, one is negative. When it is positive, aha. When it is negative, ooh, all the time. What is this life? See, my friends, don't give any importance to anything. Then how to live the life? Karnataka. How to do natak? What are you doing now? Listening or hearing or looking at the watch. कितना time और है? देखो संतो, spiritual life is the simplest thing in life. One person asked me this thing in Delhi, Swamiji, it is easier for you to get be a Babaji, get married and show. I said, look here, I like easy things. Why should I go for difficult things? Other lady said, immediately, no, Swamiji, it is very difficult. I know your life, constantly dependent on so many people and other. Our life, at this, yes, we fight, etc., but everything is secured and all that. Your life is zero security. Go here and there, you don't know what is going to come and all that. Oh, it's very difficult. Then why did you take this life? I said, life without challenges is being a buffalo. Life must have challenges. See? Why the government servants are dumb? No challenges. They are a challenge for the government. कुछ करके दिखाओ. See, friends, life without challenges is living death. See, friends, one of my Gujarati friend, I really appreciate him. He was working with Microsoft in Seattle. I knew him for about 15 years or so. When I went to his place, I said, hey, how is your macro hard? Swamiji, I have given up the job. What are you doing? I was getting bored there. no challenges. Then, now I have taken up turnkey projects. Anybody wants to start any startup, right from collecting the data, writing the project report, getting the finance, getting the land, getting the machinery, getting the people interviewed, everything 100% I do and hand over. There is a challenge in that. Otherwise, why तम्बाकू अरे राम राम. See friend, live dynamically. तब मजा आता है जीवन. इसीलिए यद वाचानम विदितम ये नवागम विद्यते तदेव ब्रह्मत्वम. You are that divine, the source of all happiness. Don't seek happiness, express happiness. In and through every word, every action, every thought, then only we are studying Kenopanishad. Nedam yadidam upasate. Don't run after the things. Oh God, give me this, God, give me that. What He has given us, what we are doing? He has given us intellect. What we are doing? Dumb? No. Live intelligently. But instead of living intelligently, we are living intellectually. Intellectuals are intelligently miserable. They can justify, if you were in my place, Swamiji, you will be also miserable. I said, that is why I am not there. You continue. See, friends. Next mantra. Yan manasana manute yena ahur manomatam tadeva brahmatvam viddhi nedam yadidam upasate. Yan manasana manute, that which cannot be thought over or felt by the mind. Therefore, don't become emotional. See, I was sitting for meditation and I felt that Bhagavan has come and big light came. And I was dissolved in that light. And then I got afraid. No, how will I consolidate? I don't know where is the kidney and where is the liver. Don't get carried away. These are all the tricks of the mind. In the samsara material world, prosperity is the game of Maya, wherein we are buried in the material world. On the spiritual path, the siddhis, they are the catch. They don't allow you to go ahead. Then we start blessing and cursing. Then we become the mobile cursing phenomena. Therefore, here, yan manasana manute yena ahur manomatam, that which cannot be contemplated upon by the mind. Be attentive. Why not? Let us see. Mind requires minimum 2 foods. Without these 2 foods, the mind dies. One food is forms, shapes, colors. Second is sounds, words, naam. Now, if you don't give any sound, any word to the mind, mind dies. What happens to the mind? Same way. What happens to the ice when it is put in the water? After some time, it dissolves back in the water. Because ice is nothing but water. Exactly the same way. This mind. Do not give any sound to the mind. No words. On this basis, I told you, I know you don't do it, but I am shameless. I will keep on telling you. But this is the only way. Give it a try. Do not talk to yourself and listen to silence. The mind will dissolve in Chetana. You are not allowing the mind to manifest. This is what Patanjali says. Tada drashtuhu sarupe avasthanam. Tada means when neither you talk to yourself nor you get disturbed by any sound. Or in other words, listen to silence. Yan manasana manute. Starve the mind. You are not struggling for chitta vritti nirodha. We are not against the thoughts. We are against foolishness. Our condition is the children are in a classroom and all chaos going on. Small kids, somebody is pulling somebody's hair, somebody is kicking somebody, and that somebody says, "Hey, Miss is coming." Everybody is quiet. How long? Few seconds. Again it comes. That is chitta vritti nirodha. Don't get lost in that. It can happen only through wisdom. Wisdom is this. Mind expresses as words. When words are not there, mind dissolves in Chetana, the life principle. Now, if this we accept being the truth, then what will be your spiritual practice? Wherever you are sitting, it's quiet, there is no need to talk. We talk maximum to ourselves and that too about the future. When we talk to others, we talk about the past. The net result is mind doesn't stay in the present. Past is a tense, future is a tense. Present also becomes a tense. We start living in tenses. Those who live in tenses, they live in tensions. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Tense is gone. No past, no future. If there is no past tense, if there is no future tense, present is also not a tense. Then it is presence. Tada drashtuhu sarupe avasthana. Yan manasana manute yena ahur manomatam. As much thinking about the world is samsara, that much thinking about God is also samsara. We have to transcend the thoughts. As much saying a good word, I love you, is a speech. That much I hate you is also a speech. There is nothing like Good thoughts, bad thoughts. See, friends, we have to transcend this. And this can happen only if we know this aspect of mind. Mind survives only on the diet of names and forms. Names and forms are, if they are not given, even one of them, the other dies. Like this tripod has got three legs, they are all connected. If I pull one, other two automatically come. Name and the form, they are always together. If you stop one, names means words, end up in silence, not by struggle, but by wisdom. And what is the wisdom? This is it. Practice this, not to talk to oneself. And to substantiate and make it more effective, add one more parameter. Listen to silence. Listening to silence means not getting disturbed by any sound. Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. See, my dear friends, therefore, real spiritual life is a process of undoing and unbecoming. Don't do, undo. What we are doing, non-stop, cock, 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 cock. Poultry farm inside. See? Outside Bindi Bazaar. How can we be at peace? See? Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. Now this experience, wherein neither we talk to ourselves, nor we get disturbed by any sound, whatsoever it may be. That experience is the truth. You cannot speak about it. But the moment you speak, mind is created. And it is such a objectless awareness. Objects are names and forms. When one of them, the sounds, the words we drop, forms disappear. But we continue to be. So that awareness, which is not including any objectivity, that objectless awareness is our essential nature. What it is, we have not told you. These are only words. Ashabdam, asparsham, arupam, agandham, arasam. It's the language of negation. Because the rule is, the unknown is indicated with reference to the known. Do you know where is Kaivalyadham? Yes, Lonavala. No, no, no. In Mumbai, it is, I think, somewhere near Charni Road station. Charni Road, you know? Yes, I sell their fruits at the same place. So Charni Road is known. With reference to that, the unknown is indicated. What we know? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, the five objects. So that which has no Shabda, no Sparsha. But what it is never told. When the teacher says, Anya deva tad viditat atha aviditat adi, the truth is other than the known and the unknown, but what is the truth is never told. Because when it is said, Yad vachanabhiditam yena vagabhidyate, that which cannot be spoken of by the speech, how the teacher will tell this is what Brahman is? No. You find out. Manasana manute yena ahurmanomatam tadeva brahmatvam vidhi. That because of which the mind is able to function in the world of names and forms, that is the Brahman. And therefore, this truth cannot be known by the mind. So don't try to imagine, go on imagination. Aha, gaya. No. Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. We are not talking about somebody above the clouds. We are talking about ourselves. Brahman is not above the clouds. कभी तो भी दिखता है. Waking comes and goes along with the waker. Dream comes and goes along with the dreamer. Deep sleep begins and ends. Samadhi starts and ends. We are ever the same. Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Bhagavad Gita. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha vedaisha sarvai ahameva vedyaha. I alone support the waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. And therefore, what is worthy of knowing is aham eva vidya. That is worthy of knowing. All other things, it doesn't make any difference. Tadeva brahmatvam vidhi na idam yad upasate. Don't run from pillar to post. Be one with yourself. And then when we are living in this relative world, play the game of life, whatever role you have to play that role. Each and every faculty is being removed. Now we come to the eyes. Sixth mantra, Yash chakshusha pashyati, yena chakshugam pashyati, tadeva brahmatvam vidhi, nedam yadidam upasate. Yet chakshusha pashyati, that which cannot be seen by the eyes, like this light, tube light or bulb light, it can illuminate everything. Can we use the same light to see how the electricity looks like? The reason is why we can't. Because these things have got colors and forms. Electricity doesn't have color, doesn't have form. But somebody has not tasted, then you taste it. And tell us also. Keep the live wires in your mouth and we switch off. And then tell us how it tastes. See, friends, when the effect cannot know the cause, eyes are able to see the colors and the forms. Colors and forms do not know. They can't see anything. Therefore, yash chakshusha na pashyati, then what? And therefore, see, we all by default, unknowingly, whenever we sit for meditation, immediately sit. And then they are told so many funny things, You should sit in the Shambhavi Mudra, half open. Don't struggle with that. Relax. Those things are good for those who are born yogis, right from childhood. Tell you, Kundalini, etc., should never be tried by reading books. You have to live with a living master. Hey. Otherwise, our factory settings will be disturbed, like the phone. When it comes from the company, it's perfect, fast. But when it comes, then free download. And we keep on downloading so many things for which this device is not designed. Then we complain. In the same manner, this device is designed for only one purpose, that we remain as an instrument to express happiness. This is the purpose of human birth. Free download, ahar. You go and see when there is a public big what you call marriage, etc. People go there instead of sitting in a nice way, then offering food. Everyone takes food. And richer the marriage, more will be the dishes. So we go with a parat, not a plate. So many choices are given. Take what suits you. No, but they have prepared so many things. Take everything, and then afterwards, aaj jara jyada you. Every day the same story. In the same manner, there are so many things in this world. We find out, are you at peace with yourself or not? So the purpose of human life is only we remain as an instrument through which happiness expresses. And that can happen only when we are not carried away by what we see in this world. Yes, chakshushana pashyati, yena chakshugamsha pashyati. That because of which the eyes are able to see. Like, the glasses. It appears as if glasses are looking at you. No. Behind the glasses, there are eyes. Behind the eyes, there is a mind. Behind the mind, there is life. And life is an expression of consciousness, Chaitanya. Go back. Chakshushana pashyati, yena chakshugamshi pashyati. Then what to do? See everything, but don't have any comment to offer. If you have to offer, you say something, but don't take it seriously yourself. Let them take seriously. Oh, you are so cute. That fellow will start feeling, but you don't have just a drama. So yes, chakshushana pashyati, yena chakshugamsha pashyati. That because of which the vision, the eyes have the vision in them. Mind expresses through the structural eye as the functional vision. If somebody is given anesthesia, therefore the mind is sleeping, and then his or her eyes are open, and you ask, do you recognize me? Do you think that person will talk? Because the mind is not behind. Therefore, tadeva brahmatvam vidhi. And the most important thing is, this is not to be understood objectively, but it has to be recognized subjectively. Then the seeker will disappear. Experience without experiencer is the truth. Dhyatru dhyane parityajya dheyamevavashishyate. When meditator and meditation is dropped, what remains is the truth. So we are not struggling. Relax. So this experience, which is beyond the scope of any description, it is not gained, it was covered by wrong notions. Therefore, like scientific discovery, here also self-discovery. What is a discovery? Something is already there, but it was covered by something. When you remove the covering, the already existing things is revealed. We don't have to become divine. Divinity is our essential nature. This divinity is covered by so many layers. The Panchakosha, the gross body, the Pranamaya Kosha, the mind, the intellect, all these are covering our divinity. See, friends, therefore, on a spiritual path, you don't progress, you regress. These are so basics in life. And if we are able to recognize them clearly, perfectly, then the study becomes meaningful. Seventh mantra, Yashrotred na shrunoti, Yena shrotrabidam shrutam, Tadeva brahmatvam vidhi, Nedam yadidam upasate. Yashrotred na shrunoti, that which cannot be heard by the ears. So that cannot be seen by the eyes. Therefore, I was sitting for meditation and I saw light, bright light. But it happened only once. After that, it never happened. What is the reason? Then I know, बकरा मिल गया. घुमाओ फिर उसको. Remember one thumb rule. Any experience which begins, stays and ends is the trick of the mind. Now find out that experience which has no beginning, no middle, no modification and no end. You will come to your own being. And when we come to our own being, we cannot have the ego of realization because ego is dissolved. See, my friends. So, yashrotredana shrunoti, that which cannot be heard. So, when I was sitting for meditation, I heard the ringing of the bells or the shankadhvani. It was your son crying. Okay. Friends, that's a simple rule. Any experience which begins and ends is the trick of the mind. Mind cannot survive in the infinite. Mind can function only in the finite. Therefore, we gave you this simple technique. Words are finite. Silence is infinite. Make the silence as the object of experience. Therefore, neither talk to yourself, don't produce words, Listen to silence. Don't get disturbed by any sound. Mind will dissolve. Waves do not die because they are not other than the ocean. How can they die? In the same manner, mind doesn't die. Mind is kept quiet by anesthesia or drinks and drugs. But this process of understanding, here mind remains perfect and dissolves in the pure consciousness. And again, when it comes out in the relative world, it is fresh, like our phone. Whole night we keep it charging. Next day we get up, it's fully charged. Then what's up? Before we get out of the bed, it is gone, out gone, discharge. Exactly the same way. When we are in deep sleep, we are attached to the divine, fully charged. And when we wake up in the morning, again, what's up? We don't get out of the bed after the sleep is over. During that lag period between coming out of the sleep and getting out of the bed, that lag period is the time wherein we discharge all the divinity that we have acquired in the whole night. See, my friends, therefore, yashrotrena na shrunoti, yena shrotramidam shrutam. Don't try to imagine, I was hearing this, I was hearing. Just keep quiet. But it happens yes, it happens. Be very attentive. I know many questions are in minds of many of you. See, we have heard, we read also in the lives of many masters. He went to somebody's dream and told him, do this thing, and really it happened. And he heard this thing. It is right. Be attentive. It is like what? I have got some problem with my laptop and I don't know how to solve. But my friend who knows how to solve that, he is in USA. So I can't go. So I call him, I say, hey, this is a problem, what I should do? He said, don't worry, I will operate your laptop. You will operate my laptop sitting in USA? Yes, don't worry. Only give me your password and all that. And he does something. And then he enters my laptop, does everything. Exactly the same way. The great masters, because I told you, Prakriti Pradhan spiritual practice and Purusha Pradhan spiritual practice. Those who have worked on controlling the matter, as in yoga, in tapasya, in kundalini, in siddha marga, they master the Prakriti and therefore they can enter our minds and know everything that is going on. They don't require a password. They enter. See, friends. And see, this is not only for, but it's every one of us. You all must have experienced this thing. Sometime, suddenly you think of somebody and then feel, Arey, how come you came here? I was just thinking about you. See? Because be attentive. Space, the earth is one. Air is, the waters are one. Fire is one. Air is one. Space is one. Mind is one. Like the Wi-Fi is one. Through Wi-Fi only we enter somebody's laptops. Mind is one. And those who have the ability to remain in a body as somebody, and yet have the knack of entering somebody else's laptop. They can take away all your money. They are hackers. So all Mahatmas are hackers. They enter in your mind and know everything about it. You can't hide anything from them. Narayana. Yashrotrena na shrunoti yena shrotremidam shrutam tadeva brahmatvam vidhi. Therefore, what will be the spiritual practice? Spiritual practice will be, don't get carried away by whatever anybody says. Somebody honors you, you don't have to jump in the sky. Somebody condemns you, you don't have to burrow yourself below the soil. Today, those who praise us, tomorrow they will condemn us. Today, those who condemn us, tomorrow they will praise us. This is what the life is. If somebody tells you are dumb, and if you get hurt, because you accepted you are dumb. People may say something, कुछ तो लोगों कहेंगे. See? Why we should we accept it? Let them say. In short, whatever we hear, whatever we speak, whatever we think, nothing should touch us. Then the only way is, whatever role we have to play in our life, play that role perfectly well. But at the same time, remember, after the role is over, change the costume. Don't continue to be husband 24/7. You will die. Play the role of a husband only as long as in front of the wife. And what is the role? Be obedient. Yes, yes. I tell you, this is the simplest rule. Try yourself. Be a follower. Never be a leader in life. Life becomes so simple. See, wherever I go, where I am going to stay, I don't think. They decide. Then, what will be my fooding arrangement? I don't think. They decide. What about my washing clothes? They decide. Who will take me where? They decide. What a beautiful life. Now, what I have to do? They decide, Swamiji. Wahan jana. Chalo, relax. You yourself, zero choice. जो तारी रहा है सो मारी रहा है. तारी wife. Her man. You know that Mahindra's car? Give it a try, friends. Spiritual life becomes a great fun. It is not a tension. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. You have strength time for Ram Raksha?